Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm very sorry about missing last week. Just with my new daytime job and the launch of the new catalogue and finding a new routine for the family, and then they're increasing my hours in my other job. I just plumb right out of time. I'm very sorry, and hopefully with the new, getting used to the new balance and everything, that it won't happen again. So today I have this card for you. It's using the Perennial Birthday set, which was released last year with the Perennial Birthday kit. And I'm very happy to say this stamp set has just been continued through to the new catalogue. And we're also using the burlap background stamp today, which is one of my favourites as far as background stamps go, because, you know, I've got a lot of favourite stamps. And how I usually use this one is I don't mount it on a block at all. I just leave it here in the container, stamp case even. I'm using some crumb cake here, and I'm just going to ink it up this way. I always ink from the top when using a background stamp, just because it gives you a lot more opportunity to see whether or not you've got the full stamp inked. And of course, if you don't have it inked, you can do it some more, and you can get it nice and even. I'm just going to take a piece of card and I'm going to pop it straight over the top there, and I'm just using some scratch paper here, just so I don't get my hands covered in ink, because I do that enough without extra help. Clean that in a moment. So there's my card. It is a little bit darker. Probably for two reasons. First of all, it is still wet at the moment, but also because my stamp has been my pad has been re-inked, and it's a little bit darker at the moment. Now I'm not going to do all of this on camera today because it does take a little while. I don't know if you can see on this one, I've actually just fringed this card. It stays in focus. So I've just fringed the edge there, and all I did for that, just come along with my scissors, cut in between, and go right along the edge there if you want. And most of them just try to do little V's, so I'm not trying to actually try to cut down at the bottom. I can just do a little V, cut that bit out. And that's how we end up with that fringed. So I'm going to move on to the next thing, because then I can use the power of camera and speed that process up a bit. So for the next one, I'm just going to get a plain card, and I'm going to create this piece here. So I'm just taking a sticky note, and these sticky notes are tacky over almost all of the back except for that very edge. And I'm using my 2-inch punch, and I'm just going to punch out. Yep, if I can get it in there. It is a little awkward sometimes to get in because obviously it is tacky and it wants to stick to everything. So I'm just going to punch out that circle. Gently try and get that back out without it sticking too much. And I'm just going to pop that about there. Make sure I've got enough space right around. Oh, that should be good. I'm just going to take this one, and I'm just going to line it up right next to that circle and keep working around. And of course, because the sticky note is tacky all over, it's not going to move anywhere. I can just keep going round and round until we get there. And that's that bit. And I am going to just pause it right here because I have to go and get the kids off the bus, so it might be noisier when I come back. And I'm back. Okay, now thanks to the power of video, I've also trimmed this one out, and my children are currently cleaning out the kitchen, so hopefully that'll keep them fairly quiet for a while. So I'm just going to fussy cut this one out, or unfussy as I like to call it, and I leave a little border around the outside. It's nice and rainy here this afternoon. I got drenched getting the guys off the bus. The bus was late. So by the time it arrived, I was drenched. I had my umbrella, but it did no good, of course. But it's really nice to see the rain, isn't it? It's been such a dry year. I don't know about where all of you are, but I'm pretty sure that the majority of Australia has been in drought, so I'm sure that it probably has been quite dry wherever you are today. So I can't really complain about getting real wet because my plants are out there absolutely loving getting a little drenching. It's actually been a couple of days we had some rain. We have an olive tree that I thought was dead, and it's actually now coming back, and now it's got some water, so nice to see. I'm getting there. Bit of a rough cut out today, isn't it? Now don't toss away these other pieces that we're trimming off here, because we are going to use them. We've got a few more little elements that we're going to stamp and cut out. So finish cutting this one. So what we're going to do, we've got some Flirty Flamingo. We're going to just do Here's to Celebrating You in the middle of this one. There we are. And pop that aside. And we've got this one here. So I'm just going to stamp 2 of these, and then we're going to do some little leaves just onto one of them. We don't need it for the second one. And then we've got this one here. I'm gonna right, it's gonna Sorry about that. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, rather than trying to mask them up, I'm just going to use my pen to colour. So I want the flowers to be in the Flirty Flamingo, and I want the stems to be in the Pear Pizzazz. So I'm just going to do that. That one. Go again. If when you're doing this, if it seems to dry out too much, just a little on it and bam. Okay. If you're not happy with how dark they are, you can just quickly zip around with your pen again. Like that. Another way to go, you can ink first. Can't get the third one. And then just use the texture to finish it off. That was my son just popping his head in the door there. I'm having a shock over this, aren't I? It's only because I'm doing it as a video. Worked fine the first time round. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Grab the scissors back. These ones are nice and easy to cut out. It's not like there's not a lot of shape there. One. Two. I'm going to use that one. I like that light one. Normally I do everything in threes for a balance, but it just didn't quite work with this one to do three. It worked much better to do the two of each, so I went with it. There we are. So that's all our stamping done. All we need to do now is assemble everything. So I have our base here. Very vanilla thick cardstock base. A5. 2.5. Folder, and then just in the other way again. That'll stop those cracking in the cardstock. Some multi-purpose glue. kids have left the lid off of. It didn't even work. There we go. And of course you don't want to glue that fringe down, you want to leave that nice and loose. Pop it on the bottom. Let's just run on with the bone folder then. Just make sure those bits are popped up. So it looks a bit obvious that you've deliberately done that. There we go. Some dimensionals. I like my dimensionals. Look at that, more or less in the center, probably about there. Then we put down our, just glue straight down our single flower. There's another dimensional on this one, and a mini dimensional on the leaf there. There we are. And I'm just going to pop some glue on these ones and just slide them underneath to put them in the position that you want them. So what did I do with the other one? I lost one. Good thing we stamped some spares, huh? I often stamp spares whenever I'm doing things. That way it's just often just easier. You got a choice of the ones you want to use. And anything I don't use, I quite often just pop into a little drawer. And then I have a day where I go through and I use up all my spare bits and make some cards with them. Oh, there he is right there. You can save him for later. So that's it. Alright, thanks for joining me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you on Friday. Thanks. Bye.